Hello everybody and welcome to the long and coming episode 2 of Let's Play Lunar Nights with me, Strawberry Eggs. I do apologize for how long it took me to get this video out. I know it also sounds like I have an excuse for these things, but well, I did have to graduate, and I did have to find a new job, which I thankfully did. I also got a brand new, much better microphone than the old headset I had. Unfortunately, because of this, I had to change up my my equipment and my software. I'm also not recording this video at the same time I'm recording my voiceover. I'm doing it after the fact. So things might not quite match up as much, and I might kind of slow down in spots. But yeah, last time we went to the Margrave Mansion, first dungeon, and now we'll go to Cuna Town here to talk to the locals, flesh out the story a bit.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Not talk for me, apparently. You just talk for me, apparently.
Got it.
Huh.
Howdy.
Cuna may just be a tiny little frontier town, but we have all the amenities a passing traveler needs. You can visit the item shop to buy and sell items and accessories for your journey. And our solar bank lets you charge solar stations and access your storage. Meanwhile, here at the Golden Pumpkin, you'll be able to glean information from all the guests that visit us. Normally I invite you to stay the night up at our second floor and refill your life and energy, but sadly I can't offer that at the moment. Thanks to the Margraves' manhunt, I'm woefully short on manpower right now. I'm sorry, but I hope you can understand. Wow, no employees at all, huh?
No.
Day after day after day, you look up in the sky, and there's nothing but the stars and the moon. I haven't seen the sun in years, what with that parasol or whatever the vampires got, and you know they're just loving every stinking minute of this darned night. At this point, they're just toying with us. I can't take it anymore. Is that a drunken hiccup back there? The Margrave didn't take rule over this area till 2 or 3 years ago. Before then, this was a nice little town. Tolerant to outsiders like us, you know. But then the Margrave usurped the lordship and changed everything. And soon after, those terrible manhunts started up. And that's how this place came to be known as the Hunting Mansion. That's how that place, I should say.
What would you like?
For some reason, it takes me a while to get the info broker.
Hey!
Well, you've arrived. And yes, she looks familiar, doesn't she? Like that Alice girl from last time? I actually have no idea if they're one and the same. Although, bunny-eared girl with pink hair. Kind of sounds suspicious, you know? Who am I? I'm an info broker, you know? I buy and sell information and stuff. Oh, but don't you worry. I'm not about to charge my fee to the famed Dark Swordsman of all people. Huh? You surprised? Well, don't be. I'd be a pretty sorry info broker if I didn't know who you were, wouldn't I? Anyway, though I need your help, I'm looking to gather as much info as I can about this little war you're waging. Once we set that up, you can come to me to get info on a variety of topics. Wow, I cannot read. Like the monsters you fought, the quests you've received, and so on. I guess I'm worried that that's gonna progress too quickly and I can't read it again. How about it? Ain't a bad deal, eh? If you're good with it, then I'm good with it. This is gonna be fun.
What's up?
Thanks. To think, you'd even find them out in this frontier town. Huh? Who I'm talking about? I'm talking about aliens, of course. Yeah, I don't know why I paused here either. What's with this planet being out in the middle of nowhere? You didn't get very many aliens around here until just a few decades ago. Back then, people probably didn't even think aliens existed, I imagine. But now, these aliens, they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Why am I taking this along? You've got your canids, your vulpids, sometimes even get avians around here. Yeah, that's right. Those cat and dog people, actually I haven't seen the cat people, the cat, the fox. Those are apparently aliens, because aliens look like humanoid animals. Me? Oh, you mean these ears? You know, they're based on lacomid. They all had huge ears, you see. She said that they're fake, which I somehow doubt. And that put him in huge demand in espionage circles. Wow, I messed that up. Of course, that ability made them a little too dangerous for their own good. I guess because their big ears make them easier to hear stuff? They say that was the reason they were all obliterated several centuries ago. Except for Alice. And apparently not you, because those ears aren't real. And you're certainly not Alice. Guess we'll find out. Maybe not. I don't think you ever do find out if they're one and the same.
Yeah? What do you need?
Sorry, I just get amused when they actually say my lines.
Okay.
I'm just gonna show you a brief how it looks. I don't think I'm really gonna show you much of this stuff.
Yeah? What do you need?
Out of here.
Keep yourself in one piece, okay?
Sure.
What would you like? Come again.
See ya. So then next is the general store.
Hey there.
I already bought some stuff from here
do you
earlier,
want?
so I'm just gonna talk to the guy. And by earlier I mean, of course, off camera. We carry 3 kinds of goods in this shop. Items which you can use to refill your life, your energy, and so on. Accessories which provide various enhancements and other effects when equipped. And junk parts, which are pretty much worthless on their own. As you recall, though, we can upgrade our sword with those things, and I'll buy your items and accessories, but don't bring your junk parts around here. Anyway, knock yourself out and make sure you really need something before you buy it.
What'll it be? See ya.
Sorry, just wanted to talk, sir. Okay, next up, let's continue on through the hunting mansion. Show you the actual inside of the mansion, instead of the courtyard or wherever in the world we were before.
Yeah.
Something's not right here. This vampire won't be like the ones we've dealt with in the past. Lucian, you'll have to make use of my power. The power of the Dark Tyrannial. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Hold the L button and press up or down the control pad to cycle through the Tyrannial icons displayed in the lower left corner of the top screen. Choose my icon, and your attacks will be enhanced with the Dark element. Choose a non-active icon, and your attacks will return to being unenhanced as before. Elemental attacks consume energy from the ENE gauge. For some reason I really want to say that NEN, but that's not what it's called. But if you attack an enemy with an element it's susceptible to, you'll be able to deal out additional damage. Can't do that here because most of the enemies are actually resistant to dark. Every enemy has its own elemental alignment. So experiment to find the most effective method of attack for each one you meet. Attain the power of the Dark Tyrannial Nero! Named after a Roman emperor for some reason. Unless it's supposed to be a nicer form of Negro or something. And I mean that as the Spanish term, not any other way. Negro, okay? As you can see, I'm trying to custom myself to the controls. Because to be frank, I don't like using the keyboard for these types of games. Also, yeah, the slowdown is very noticeable. I apologize for that. I think I found another means to record videos. In fact, I should be able to record and narrate at the same time instead of doing it after the fact and make it a bit more awkward. At least I can time this up better this time. But anyway. For now, you'll just have to deal with some noticeable slowdown. My apologies. And by the way, does anybody know if you can use a PC controller with a DS emulator? Because that would make this a heck of a lot easier. I mean, the best option would be to use a DS, but no, I don't think that'll really work. But yeah, better a controller than a blasted keyboard. Oh well. And these guys are kicking me in the face. The map screen. Look on the map screen off the menu to see how dungeons areas are connected, as well as your current location inside. That actually can be pretty useful, but I don't do that often. Use the control pad to move around and the X button to rotate and zoom the map. This map has an auto-mapping function, so all new areas are automatically added to it. Probably because this area is kind of small in comparison. I'm not even sure if I really use it much later in the game. I use it a lot during the first Boktai game, which I'm playing through, but very slowly, because it's just not quite grabbing me as much as this game does. Plus, even though I know you don't have to, I really feel I need to play it in the sunlight. And for like most of the summer, it has been rainy as heck. So, and when it isn't raining, it's like muggy and hot. And now it's getting a bit chilly. When am I gonna play that game? It's relatively short though, right?
Yeah.
Lucian, have you noticed the new gauge yet? Take a look up there, below your ENE gauge. That's the TRC, trance gauge. Yeah. A TRC gauge builds up as your emotional levels increase during battle. Once the gauge reaches its peak, if you have me selected, the trance button will appear in the lower left corner of the bottom screen. Touch this button to merge with me and enter into trance mode. You can't attack with weapons while in trance mode. Instead, you'll find an array of powerful special attacks at your disposal. Believe me, we'll be needing that sword at all in trance mode. And I'll also be abusing that during boss fights. The B button lets loose the Dark Claw attack, which slices and dices any nearby enemies. The Y button performs the Dark Fang, a concentrated attack on a single enemy. And that's the one I'll mostly be abusing for boss fights. A successful Dark Fang strike steals life from your enemy and converts it to your own. You can also turn it into a chain attack by tapping the Y button repeatedly. Once you enter trance mode, your TRC gauge will gradually decrease with time. As soon as it reaches 0, trance mode is over. Use it wisely, and you can unleash powers that surpass even those of your Dark Sword. When the chance arises, you wield it and win. It is way too overpowered for regular enemies, but for bosses it makes them a cakewalk. And while I like challenges during boss fights, it's also oddly fun to just completely tear them apart. It's cheap for sure, but it's fun. Odd how they changed the names of those creatures from Box in the Boktai games to zombies. I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but they went out of their way, even calling this game something different other than Boktai, in order to separate it from the Boktai identity, and yet it's all too obvious that it's part of the same series. It's like, who are you kidding? Konami, was it? Yeah, who are you kidding, Konami? And unfortunately, it looks like this game just wasn't popular enough either, because we never did get a Boktai 4/Lunar Nights 2. Little things. If you're wondering what I was doing there, I thought that it was sunlight, or I should say moonlight, coming through the cracks so I can restore some of my energy. But apparently it's not. It just kind of looks like moonlight streaming through the sky. Later on, I'll discover that I can actually kill those statues or destroy them or whatever. But yeah, I just ignore it now. There's a skylight up there. Now see, there's a skylight to let moonlight through. This is Lucian. Yes, I know about this. Your ENE gauge is a measure of the dark energy coursing through your body. At night, you can press the A button under the moonlight to replenish dark energy. But it's a reflection of sunlight, unless merely by being reflected, it goes from light to dark. Doesn't make any sense. There's just one problem. The moonlight doesn't reach indoors, naturally. In that case, you'll have to gather the light that comes through these skylights. When underneath a skylight, you can recharge your energy just as you would outside. Of course, depending on the weather, the moon may not always be visible. It's your responsibility to watch your energy reserves and recharge when you can. Another reason I'm not liking Boktai as much. I like just charging through and tearing things apart, not stealthily sneaking around. Ow. I paused there to rediscover exactly how to switch to the Terrennial, because I couldn't for the life of me figure it out, and figured I should do it before I look like a total idiot. And why am I standing around like this? I don't remember. There we go.
Let's go.
See, there's Nero. And as you can see, my sword was all dark black and reddish. Cool-like. Except I'm almost certain these enemies are resistant to it, so it's largely pointless in this dungeon. I think normally adding an element does add more power, even if they're not weak against it. But in this case, if you're resistant, the same element, you resist it. I'm pretty sure is how it works here. Darn slowdown. Lag. Ow. See, I do 30 damage to that thing without the dark. With the darkness, I did 22. And I'm full up on items, so I'll just go through my items. Did I go through my items? No, I didn't show you that. For some reason, I decided to show it to you later. Although, looking back at my old video, I actually did show you what the menu looked like, so this is kind of pointless. No, dark bugs! And stupid tackling pigmen thing. Stupid exploding tackling pigmen thing. I decided to use the shield because why the heck not? I don't like. I don't know. I just never think to defend. I usually just rather take the damage and then lash out instead of wasting a turn holding out a shield. Run around like an idiot for reasons even I can't phantom right now. Ow. Couldn't get away from that for some reason. Missed one! Okay, that's one of the few cases that shield can be useful. Out of the way, Lucian! Already got your coin. You don't have to say darkness every time you do that, you know. It's kind of annoying. Did I just burn that energy running back here that I did to collect it? That's kind of counterproductive. Okay, here I show you the menu. I'm almost certain I showed it to you last time. I guess I had a bit of a memory lapse. Sorry, guys. So yeah, my equipment. My Tyrannials. Configuration menu that I just lag on, but there's no point for me to show you that. And my items. So it's just basically I'm just showing you that it's a good way to use your items consistently and keep healthy and such, despite having such a small inventory. Plus, when you click on the junk items, you add it to your junk menu thing, so it doesn't take up space in your inventory. Okay, is that necessary? Let's continue on now. And there I discover those statues are destroyable. I think you even get EXP from those things. Hard to escape the dark bugs. And some fiery slime monster things. Because yeah, they do cause a bit of a burn if you touch them. Wow, the lag really turned up in here. See? Burn. And I leveled up. Not sure why I lingered there that long. Yay, skylight! Or, yeah, skylight. Anyway, it says he charges moonlight, but he can absorb sunlight just as fine, as if I recall correctly, so that's kind of silly. At least I'm pretty sure he could. Fire jets. The fire that shoots out from walls changes in severity based on the strength of the flame element. In other words, temperature. Because temperature is totally based on flame element. If you touch it, you'll be both damaged and burned. Ooh. And those are the flame jets. And yeah, later when you get, I believe when you get the fire Tyrannial, if you do something special with it, I don't think you can just have it equipped or out. I forget what you could do with the Tyrannials to change the weather. Or could you do something else? Anyway, when you could later change up the weather and make it hot and humid. Make it hot or humid, actually. They're separate, even though hot and humid is often what I associate around here with summer and such. But yeah, apparently to make those jets stronger, I never noticed it before myself. I guess it's useful for, like, if you change it to, like, a colder weather, it'll make it weaker and less likely for you to run into it. Thankfully, those jets are pretty easy to avoid. And a crumbling skeleton sounds an awful lot like a pot being smashed. Of course. Huh, that's a familiar face.
Hey, you came for me.
Gotta love it when they say that for me. As you all can see, all of the prisoners have been locked away in these cells. Unfortunately, destroying the doors isn't an option. If we want to help everyone, we'll have to get the key from the Margrave. Now we just need to find a way to actually do that. You will help me out in this time, won't you, Lucian? I thought I told you. I don't care what you do, or what happens to these people. I realized he sounded too much like Nero. How can you say that with all the power you possess? Oh, come on. Like, people with a lot of power don't act selfishly. Why are you even here? Surely you must have something you need to protect? Ellipsis. I'm disappointed in you, Lucian. You barely know him. How do you know this isn't how he always acts? And I'm through asking you for any favors. I'm sure he's all broken up. I've got my own ways and weapons, you know. I'll just do this by myself. Selfish brat. You're one to talk. You're just gonna leave her? Not sure why I paused there. I couldn't care less what happens to her. But if there's a vampire up ahead here, then there's something I'd like to ask him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that's how a cat sighs. Yeah. Drop the coin there, I don't know if you heard that. So yeah, look, prisoners. Can't talk to them though. Poor guys. But of course, Lucian doesn't care. He just is after his own goals. So yeah, I'll wrap up the video right here. Thanks for watching, and I hope things will go more smoothly from here on out.